My purpose is to give a brief demonstration of how to earn some credits when you're trading and how the dynamic market works. I'm here in Sol 2 Prime Command. This is the Circo capital, so I'm actually not too familiar with the trade items in this system, so this should be pretty interesting because I'll be learning as I give you this tutorial. So it's going to be a learning experience for everybody involved. The best trading ship, I have a Marauder here actually, and this is a pretty good one, but the best trading ship is the Behemoth XC. The XC is a special variant of this ship here, which is a dedicated trader. We don't have the XC version, we just have the standard Behemoth. The XC you have to go to TPG space to buy. But the Behemoth has a lot more cargo. You can see it has 120 cargo than any of its competitors. So this really is the trader's choice. Let's pick a color, green, for cash, and we're gonna go ahead and purchase. Oh, I didn't mean to do that actually. Okay, we got two Behemoths now, that's cool. Let's manage our ship, and okay, see the Behemoth is our active ship. We're gonna need some large add-ons. Behemoth has two large ports, so that gives you an option of weapons you want to carry. The standard Behemoth comes with weapon ports. The XC actually does not have any weapon ports. Now for a trader, mines really are a good idea, because if a pirate's chasing you, then you can drop a few of these mines, and if they're following along too closely, if they're not too experienced, they'll run into them, and that'll give you a chance to get away. Now the best method for trading that I found is to go to the Commerce tab, go to Commodities, and this will list all of the different items that are available for sale at this station. You can see each trade item has a description, Circo Ale, I guess the Circo love their ale, and it tells you how many credits each item costs per unit, and up here it tells you how much space one item will take up in your cargo hold. And this is important because each ship has a limited cargo capacity. The Behemoth has 120 CU available, so for this widget here, Circo Training level 7, we could carry 120 widgets. But say we were going to buy support kits. Support kits actually take up 5 CU, so that means that we'd only be able to carry I don't know, 124 or whatever. And this is important in trading because what we're going to do is we're going to see how much profit we can get from each of these. You can't really tell from this screen. So the best thing to do, I find, when you're just starting out, is just pick a few likely ones and just go with them. The Behemoth, by the way, is available at Trade License 8, Mining License 4, so that means you do need to level up before you're going to have access to this ship. So really, this is after you've gone through some leveling and you're ready to start earning some serious credits. Now, I'm purchasing, mainly the higher end items here, and I'm purchasing just one unit of each. And the reason for that is as soon as we go ahead and launch here, what you can do is go to your jettison menu by pushing J, and this gives you the best price in the current system you're in, Sol 2, per unit. So actually it doesn't tell you what the best price is per unit, it only gives you the price for whatever you're carrying. So what you have to do is just take a look here. Silk Steel, you see we bought it for 239 credits at Sol 2 H3, H13, I'm sorry, this is where the best sell prices. So basically this screen just gives you a list of where you're going to make the highest profit for everything that's in your cargo hold. Some of these are actually at a loss, you see, so these would not be good items to trade in this system, at least from the station that we purchased them at. So let's look for something like the manufacturing tools here. Looks okay. Best sell price is 374 credits at sold to B12, but the thing you gotta watch out for is this is actually 3 CU, so your profit per CU actually is really only going to be around 100 per CU. Silk steel might be a good bet because it has just 1 CU per unit. It means it only takes up 1 cargo unit for every widget that you buy, and the best price that we're getting is 804 at Sol to H13. So I'm going to go back to the station. It looks like we actually flew out a ways there. Pardon me while I turbo back into the station. Okay, here we are back in the station. You can see at the welcome screen, everything that we've purchased is going to be at a loss, but that's of course because we bought them all at this station. So we're going to go ahead and fill up on silk steel. And if you click the max button, that'll give you the maximum quantity that's going to fit in your cargo hold. So we'll purchase 103 units of silk steel. Now this method I'm showing you works for any trade ship. We're using the Behemoth, but I mean you could do this on an Atlas, you could do this on a Centaur, a Revenant, or what have you. So really, anytime you want to start trading, this method I'm showing you will work out. So what we've done so far is we've stocked up on a few single items just to get a feel for what their prices are like in this system. And then I picked the best one, the one that looked like we'd make the most profit on, silk steel. And I just filled up my cargo hold with silk steel. If you don't have a large cargo hold, you may want to get rid of the single items you're carrying. I just brought them with me for now, just for the heck of it. And we're going to travel to H13, which our jettison menu told us was offering the best price on silk steel. Now, a lot of people wonder, well, what do I need credits for in this game? I mean, most ships aren't really all that expensive. I can afford basically everything that is available to purchase without too much effort, and that's actually the way the game is designed. Ships are not that expensive, but the reason for that is this is a very PvP oriented game. So the idea is that you stock up on a lot of credits, and then once you get into PvP, you're going to be using those credits because you're probably going to be going through a lot of ships. So that's one thing to use credits for. Okay, so here you can see, actually I'm going to go to my load unload screen here, just for a better view. And there is our silk steel. This gives you the per unit profit. So 104 units sold at this station will give us 804 credits per unit. So we're going to unload and sell that. And then up here you can see we made a profit of 52,997 credits. Not bad. These other items we're not making a profit on, so I'm just going to unload them. We'll keep them at this station until we figure out what to do with them. Manufacturing tools, we'll go ahead and sell them. Looks like they need them here. Refugee support kit. But yeah, as I was saying, credits you can use in PvP. It's also good to have a healthy stash of credits because sometimes you're going to want to buy rare items or equipment from other players, and a lot of specially crafted equipment goes on sale player to player in the 100,000 range. Cap ships use specially manufactured components, and those components are easily in the millions. So having a healthy supply of credits is useful for that as well. Also, player-run events are quite popular in this game, and most player-run events offer prizes. The Nation War is a weekly held event, and it's pretty standard to have a credit prize on the order of 10 million, something like that. So if you want to design your own event, you can actually post it to the main website using the event submission process. And if you want to offer a prize for your event, it's useful to have a healthy stash of credits for that. You can see I'm just a little over 1,000,000 credits myself, and I find that in PvP, that's really not going to last me a lot. So I'm going to trade up in this tutorial a couple million, hopefully. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes. But let's see. Looks like, ooh, civilian textiles. Looks like we're getting a very healthy price at Sol 2, M4. Consumer electronics, too, look very good. Actually, that looks like that price is a little better. So we're going to fill out our cargo hold with consumer electronics as soon as we fly back into the exit port here. And the market is dynamic too, so that means if you continually sell trade goods at a specific location, the first time you may make a healthy credit profit. The second time, however, it's going to follow the law of diminishing returns, meaning the second time you are not going to make as much as you did before. And it continues on like that. The more you sell to a certain location, the lower that drives the demand. And after a while, the sell price will rebound, and different commodities have different rebound rates. So basically what that means is you have to branch out. You have to just kind of get a feel for where the goods sell and how quickly the routes rebound. And certain systems might actually have better markets than others. You can trade in between systems, and in fact that's usually a very highly profitable thing to do, but then you're also going to be at a higher risk for piracy because wormhole sectors are choke points. They tend to be highly trafficked, and a lot of pirates tend to hang out and wait for you to go through a wormhole sector. So although system-to-system trade is more profitable, you're also at a higher risk for piracy. And pirates, if they know what they're doing, they will actually wait for you to jump. They know exactly where you're going to jump in, and they'll just be waiting right on top of your jump point. And there's a couple things you can do if you get pirated. You can either stop and pay the pirate. A lot of times pirates will ask you for 100,000 credits, and I mean, if you do the math, we made 156,395 on that run, so maybe it's worth it to you, maybe it's not. My guild does not recommend paying the pirate. Of course, we are anti-pirates, so that's our official stance. You can turn and run. If you run, if the pirate knows what he's doing, he may catch you. And then you may just end up getting destroyed anyway. We're carrying mines, so that may help in that regard. Yeah, if you're a decent pirate, if you're a decent pilot and you're in a fast ship, you may be able to outrun the pirate, especially if you know what you're doing. Another thing you could do is try to trick the pirate. You could ask him, like, how do I pay you? The command is slash give money player amount. And he may start typing in his response, and as he's doing that, you may be able to make your getaway. But if you want to read up on pirate escaping tips, go to the Viper wiki. It's linked to from the community sites page on the main website. And we give some basic pirate escaping tips there, as well as some further information on our guild. Okay, so it looks like industrial research supplies we are going to see a healthy profit on. 4,000 per widget, however, it's a 6C widget, so that's, gonna cut down on the profit somewhat. Quantitative analysis, not as much. Corrosive chemicals, ooh, that's a good one. I like that. I like these 1C widgets because you can hold more, so you'll tend to earn more per run. And so the corrosive chemicals, I think, well, let's just check these others just in case. Yeah, it looks like corrosive chemicals are going to be our best bet from M4 to B12.